I personally think these men advocates on here screaming like Romo Army are just full of shit. They don't give a damn. They want conflictive content. When they don't have something that gives them that, then they'll just ghost you. I sent them the news report showing that I was falsely charged. I'm standing with the victim who was saying I didn't do it. And nothing. They don't say shit. I've been trying to reach the governor for 5 years. Every video I make that's saying, hey, when this has happened to me, this is really messed up, I'm still dealing with it. If I'm not cracking jokes inside of a character, it doesn't get any views. Oh, let's just drop on there. I'm a single dad with full custody of my children, and yeah, they're in school. That's fun to deal with. I've worked for myself since I was a kid because it's just not good for business to hire somebody who has these charges. And I understand that. I wouldn't hire me either, but I still have mouths to feed. I'm now 42. This literally started when I was a child. I didn't even have an attorney. Imagine sitting there as a kid in jail, adult population with a roommate named Rat, and they're telling you that you have a minimum prison sentence of 8 years up to 90, and they offer you probation. You're like, oh, you know what? 2 years probation sounds a whole lot better than risking it for a biscuit because you're just ready to go. I love these people who be like, oh, I never would have done that. I would have done that. I would have fought it to the end. Ain't never been in that position either. Like, none. They have no idea what that is like. I was still in school. I was in school. I was arrested in class, okay? I was a kid. I guess what I'm personally proud of is that I'm 42 years old and the fact that I've made it to 42. Because I'm 99.9% of the people that would have gone through this would not have made it this far. I've been doing this 25 years. I've been able to raise children, get a farm, employ hundreds of people, give back to the community, give back 7 figures to the community. Not even no bullshit. Okay, I made sure food banks, child activities. I sponsored everything. I started my own programs, taking kids shopping, Christmas shopping, just everything. I mean, I did all that while still dealing with being labeled the worst of the worst. But nobody really knew I did it, but I still did it. So every time we gave away money or resources or had some type of a celebration, I wasn't there because it's bad for business. But I did make sure I signed every one of those checks. There's not a food bank in Vermilion County or probably the surrounding areas that can't say they didn't get something from me. There isn't a after-school activity that can't say they didn't get nothing from me. I sponsored everything. I mean, literally everything. It had to do with children or single parents. I did help the homeless, but I gave them jobs. I kept 3 positions open for cash, and they're the ones who cleaned up my trucks and shops. That's the reason why everything looks so nice. It's also why I didn't have many problems. If you're employing the people that are sleeping in the bushes around you, that's also like free security. Because they're not letting nothing happen to your stuff.